guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be learning how I got this makeup look, which I believe is really comfortable and not too difficult and very appropriate for a daytime wedding. So without much further ado, let's get started. Off camera, I did do my skincare, including a good sunscreen. That's because the wedding that I am going to today is outdoors, and I'm not so worried about flash photography in bright sunlight. But if you are going to, even if it is a morning wedding, if you're going to a wedding that is indoors, then I would recommend, and I can't believe I'm saying this, to skip the SPF and just do the makeup because it'll fare well, better at least in flash photography. SPF does have a flashback. I'm going to an outdoor wedding in the daytime, so this is what I did. I hope you enjoy this, and let's see how to get this look. My first step is to use a pore filling primer. This is the NYX pore filler, but you can go ahead and use any primer that works for your skin and your skin type. I have very pitted skin from acne scarring, and of course pores are a big issue with me, so I'm applying this, and I'm carefully avoiding my brows because I did them off camera before starting. This is my eye primer. This is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. It's going to cancel out any veining and discoloration on my skin on the eyelid and provide a nice even base for my eyeshadow. I am, however, going to set this with eyeshadow also. I do that no matter what. So this is the Huda Beauty Sand Haze Obsessions palette, and I'm taking this shade all over my lid to just kind of get an even covering of eyeshadow before I get started on the actual coloring of the eye. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So I realized that my hair was getting in the way, so I'm kind of clipping that back. I love using alligator clips because they hold my hair in place. And I'm going into this shade again with a fluffy brush. This is my transition shade, and I'm just buffing it all over as the base transition. I'm going to go in with a more definer sort of smaller brush later, but for now I'm just setting the base. Now I'm taking this shade on my PE23 brush from ProArt and going in and defining my crease. I do a lot of crease work in this eyeshadow tutorial, as you can see, and you will see, but it's actually really easy to do. So I hope you follow it, and I hope you actually enjoy it as much as I do. Then I'm going into this shade, and I'm just using my fingers because it is a shimmery shade. It's kind of like a light shimmer, neutral skin tone ish, and I'm applying it all over my moving lid, as you can see, cleaning off my fingers in between to just check how it goes. And then I'm going in with the Color Bar Just Smoky Kajal in the shade Brown. I'm using this to tightline my upper and lower waterlines to make my lashes look a little bit thicker. Then I'm going in with this shade on a small shader brush and smoking my lower lash line. I chose to do my kajal sort of first so that I can smoke out that color with the eyeshadow. Then after cleaning this brush off, I'm going into this shade, same brush, and applying it to my inner corner as my inner corner highlight. Then I'm going in with my e.l.f. eyeliner pen in the shade Brown and just straight lining. I'm not making a wing or anything, just lining my top lash line. My mascara for today is the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior Mascara. It has been an absolute favorite since the time I got it. It is not a waterproof mascara, so if you're going to go to a wedding and you're one of those people who weep, trust me, so am I. But if you are, then definitely use a waterproof mascara. This is the K-Beauty foundation. Because it's a morning wedding that I'm going to, I chose to use this. It's got a very fresh, light sheer coverage. So I'm just dotting it all over my face and buffing it in with a buffing brush, a foundation buffing brush, as you can see. It does have light coverage, so I'm going a little bit heavy handed with it, but it does give you a fresh, sort of hydrated and gorgeous look. But since the foundation really doesn't have much coverage, I am going in with concealer. This is the Wet n Wild concealer. If you're interested in my shades, feel free to go to the description box and find them there. I'm applying a very little bit just to where I have dark circles, and I want this to look super natural, so I'm not applying a lot, and I'm using my Plume microfiber makeup sponge to blend this in place. This concealer also doesn't have a lot of coverage, so I'm using this sponge instead of a regular sponge to maximize on the coverage a little bit. My skin type is normal, but both of these base products definitely are a little bit on the more hydrating, shiny side. So I'm setting, especially under my eyes, around my nose, and around my mouth, where the foundation and concealer move the most. But I'm also going in with a light hand, same brush, all over my face to set everywhere. Setting lightly is going to make sure that when I apply my bronzer and stuff, it blends better on my face. But mostly I'm just doing it because the foundation is quite hydrating and it moves around. My bronzer, I forgot the word there for a second, is the Flower Beauty Heat Wave bronzer in the shade Sunset, I believe. And I'm using this with the same brush to kind of bronze up my cheeks. I'm going to also bronze my jawline, even though I'm going to go in with a contour powder later to kind of define that area. I do like to bronze for continuity. This is the Etude House face shading powder in the shade 01, and I'm using a clean again PE23 brush. It's one of my favorite brushes for a lot of things, to just define where the hollows of my cheeks naturally are. As you can see, I'm not going overboard and crazy. That's why I'm using a very small brush in a small area. But I am softening it up with no extra bronzer on my brush, whatever is already on there. And I'm also using the same brush to contour my jaw. You will see me in a sec just kind of softening that contour with a bigger brush. I've really been enjoying this product for contouring my nose because it's such a beautiful gray toned brown powder. So that's what I'm doing over here. And you can feel free to use any sort of brush, eyeshadow brush for this, for contouring anywhere on your face, especially the way I do it. But I just happen to be using the PE23. I also do this with the Color Bar blending brush or the Real Techniques blending brush, just anything that works for you that's kind of a little bit fluffy. My blush today is the MAC blush in the shade Melba. I think it's a really beautiful, natural looking summer peachy pink flush. So that's what I'm doing. And as you can see, I'm using the same brush for all powdering so that it helps me blend a little bit better. These colors go very well together and doesn't look muddy. So I really enjoy that. My highlighter is the Profusion Strobe and Glow palette, and I'm going in with this shade called Obsessed. It is actually such a beautiful shade. I am obsessed with it, and I am using the brush that comes with the palette. It's somehow glittery, but at the same time it's also natural. I don't know, this is like magic. I've really been loving using this highlight, especially for special occasions like weddings. So I highly recommend this. To kind of give my face an overall glow, I'm going in with the Flower Beauty face illusion powder. Again, shades are mentioned in the description box. for base products like this. This gives a light sheen to the face, something like an ambient lighting powder, I imagine, although I haven't used one in a very long time, but I do think the effect is similar. So I'm just, you know, dusting all over my face just a little bit and down my neck as well. It's time to set the face. This is my Makeup Fixer spray from Swiss Beauty. I'm spraying it on my sponge and targetedly setting my face where I want to. I don't like spraying all over my face because it gets in my eyes and gets in my hair, and it's just no fun. This way I get a more targeted and a more long lasting application. Again, make sure you avoid the brows because you don't need to use this on the brows. And don't forget your neck. Okay, lipstick. So I went in with this light baby pink kind of nude lipstick first. This is from L'Oreal. But I really didn't love the color. I thought I wanted to go with something a little more medium tone. So I toned it down with kind of rubbing it into my lips with my fingers. And this is the shade Rose Nuance. It's my absolute favorite these days. And it is a rediscovery. I shopped my stash for this. So I'm applying this on top, and you can totally use this on its own. And that's it. That's my whole makeup look. Let me quickly go change my shirt. I'll be back in 5 minutes, and I will see you in the outro. And that, you guys, is the finished look. Of course, I've not done anything special with my hair, and my jewelry is from Amazon. I'll see if I can find it and link it in the description box for you if you're interested. But I think it's really pretty and quite simple, light, comfortable. This is a very muted sort of makeup look where the eye makeup is also light, the lips are also light, skin is fresh. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to wear this makeup to work if you feel like it. And if you did like it, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on all of my social media, and I will see you in my next video.